Hi, my name is Claudia Brown Coulter with Brownie Culture. I'm a divorce mediator, and I help you create a customized divorce so that you can uncouple consciously and respectfully. Today, we're talking about a touchy subject, which is what should you do if your spouse is an alcoholic and you've decided to separate? Or maybe your child is the alcoholic and your child and their spouse are divorcing and you're trying to protect the children, or you're related to the alcoholic in some way. What what could happen? Because sometimes people call me, what am I going to do, Claudia? How do I deal with this? I love both of these grown-ups, but I'm concerned about these children. I want to keep them safe, but I'm their aunt or uncle or grandparent. What do we do? Okay, so this is not anything to be taken lightly, because as a parent, your job is to be the parent, and you have to put things in place and do things to create the best environment for the children that you can. And courts and judges are always going to look at parenting arrangements that are in the best interest of children. It is never, ever, ever in the best interest of children to be with a drunk parent. Okay, so it's like, what should you do? Now, I'm not talking about someone had a drink at dinner, a glass of wine. I'm talking about somebody who has, whether they admit that they're an alcoholic or not, they've got a track record of abusing that substance, and it's putting the children at risk. Even if they're not driving anywhere. They can't properly, even if they're just drinking at home and they never drive anywhere, you cannot properly care for children when you are sloshed or 3 sheets to the wind. It's just not going to happen. So I want to talk to you about this company called Soberlink. But before I do, I want to say that this is a monitoring company. I believe that people who have substance abuse problems still need treatment. This one is just for alcoholism. As far as I know, there aren't any instant treatments like this for drug abuse. But I'm sure something like that is coming. But this one is for alcoholism. So what happens is, I think, you know what? It's like early Monday morning. I'm still finishing my first cup of coffee. Sorry for all the ums. What this is family courts, judges can order that there be alcohol monitoring into the parenting plan. So if you're an alcoholic, whether you admit it or not, but if there's evidence and proof that they might be, it's very unlikely that you're immediately going to get 50-50 parenting time. You might have that joint legal custody, but you might not have that full, even split of parenting time. And so you've got to prove that you are safe for your children. So what family courts used to do, and they still do, is they can order random testing, or the parent goes in and they get some sort of random blood test to check their levels, their blood alcohol levels. The problem with that is it's not instantaneous. So you don't know if during the parenting time, if they're drinking or not. And you don't know until a few days after the test has happened. So there's nothing instantaneous about this thing. But with Soberlink, you can write things into your parenting plan in mediation that this parent will do Soberlink. And so Soberlink, there's a couple of different ways you can set it up. You can have the company set up a regular test. So it's every day at a certain time, or it can be self-administered test, self-scheduled test, where you in mediation decide, okay, you're going to test an hour before you have the kids, and then at this time while you have the kids, and then an hour after you drop off the kids, whatever you decide, so that there can be instant follow-up, instant monitoring of what happens. So this is confidential, and what happens is that the other parent can get a notification from the company on their phone saying, okay, they took their test and these were the results. The thing is that you don't want to test somebody to death. You don't want to test somebody to death. But the beauty of this is that it gives you, as the sober parent, peace of mind to know that your children are in a safe environment. And it also gives that other parent a win. I can be a parent and I can be sober. I mean, all you parents out there know children will drive you to drink, but you can be sober and be a great father and be a great mother to these kids, and you can develop a great relationship with them. So if you're like me and you're like, but couldn't they just get a kid? It's a breathalyzer. Couldn't you just get a kid to breathe into it? It has facial recognition, so you can't just hand it to your child and say, breathe into this. No, there's facial recognition. That, I don't know how it works, but they know how it works, and they can identify if that parent actually did take that breathalyzer or if they just gave it to their child. So there are solutions. So I really want to caution against, and I don't think you guys are like this, but I want to caution against, well, I just want full custody. I just want full custody. They're drunk. I'm just taking the kids. You have to kind of look inside yourself and go, is there any bit of a good parent in there? Because if there is, then they can be a good parent when they're sober, and there are solutions in place. The kids don't have to be separated from their parent until they're 18. They should have a relationship with that parent if the parent wants to work towards that. Now, it's up to you guys whether that testing is intermittent just during parenting times, or if it is every day because they're in some sort of treatment program. Soberlink does discourage the use of so many tests that it becomes unrealistic. This isn't a punishment, and that happens a lot in this area in family law, period, because there are so many hurt emotions. There is so much pain associated with divorce that it is natural for someone to want to punish their spouse. But this isn't about punishment. This is about access to children and creating safety for them. And the best gift you can give to the kids is to give them a parent, another parent, and to give them a sober parent, not to keep them away, because that other parent has a lot of gifts and talents and knowledge and wisdom that they have inside of them that they can impart to their children. So this isn't to make light of alcoholism at all, and it isn't to judge anyone with a substance abuse problem. Nobody walks into life like, I'm gonna abuse alcohol. That's just what I'm going to do. No, there's other things there. And so on top of whatever pain they're experiencing, whatever pain they're coping with and dealing with, then to take their children away from them forever. Look, I have no words. That would not be good for the kids. So this video, it was really, really quick. I'm just checking to see if I forgot anything. I didn't. It was really, really quick. All my videos are quick. But I really want to implore you that there are options out there for people who are struggling with alcohol abuse, that they can still see their kids, that they can create a good life for their children. And then it is in the best interest of children to be with their other parent when they are sober. So don't lose hope. You can easily write that into a marriage settlement agreement and then get that sent in with your divorce decree to send into the judge with your settlement agreement. And that can become part of your divorce decree. Okay? Do not lose hope. Create safety for your children. If you're watching this and you are that grandparent, you are that best friend, you are that aunt or uncle, you are that cousin who was like, I love these adults, but I love these kids more, then reach out to Soberlink. Get that information. I will put a link down below to them. Reach out to them and pass that information on to the sober parent to give them that knowledge, because this isn't about taking sides. You're not on anyone's side. You're on the side of the children. Okay, so just like you're on the side of the children. And that's where everyone should be, creating a healthy life, a safe life for kids. All right, that's all I've got for you guys today. If you've got questions about this, please drop them below. Remember, I will pin the link to the company down below for you so you can get all the information you need. You have a great Monday, and I will see you next week. Bye.